How's it going, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram? So the reason why we're here today for this video, um, this is part two of my video that I did prior to this one on who's right, how to know a narcissist. Forgive me, in the last video I kept saying narcissist. Forgive me for that. It's a narcissist. You have to always pronounce the T at the end, whatever. So the reason why I'm here one more time, guys, it's not about going back and forth. It's not about who's right or who's wrong anymore. But this individual who did this video on me saying I'm being a narcissist or narcissist, something like that. But I'm getting closer. Oh, I got it right this time. Bear with me. So the reason why I'm doing this video is very special to me, what I'm going to say today, because I would like to have your guys' opinions on how everything went down, and I want you guys to know who I am for real. So today I'm gonna cut the jokes. I'm gonna minimize the jokes and all that, guys, and I'm gonna be putting that in extra because for me this is very serious for me. So this person who's been talking about me on YouTube was a very close friend of mine, and I just want to give you step by step how everything went down. And here it goes. So me and this person met 4 or 5 years ago. We moved to the first apartment. I put up the money to move in, month rent, month security. I bought a living room set, a wall unit. I used to do dinner, breakfast, lunch, whatever. I don't know, I'm a provider. I like to do stuff. I like to work with my hands. I'm artistic. That's the word, if you want to call me that. But that's how I am. I'm hyper. I like to do things. I like to be creative and everything. And as soon as we got that apartment, guys, let me tell you, I was right on point with everything. So this person who's calling me such a word, put a title on me that doesn't belong on me at all. So this is me defending myself and telling you guys that's not where I'm at. This is where I'm at. And if you say, so why he's doing this video going back and forth, remember, in court, that's why they have a court with a jury and a judge. So they could decide who's wrong and who's telling the truth, who's the perpetrator, who's not. So it's a back and forth anyway. So she put me into the room one day and said that she's not ready for a relationship. Okay, I said, fine, I respect that. I left everything I bought. I left it with the apartment. I left. She calls me back about a week later saying she regrets it, that she loves me, that I'm her heart, that I'm her number one. I said, fine. I went back. Okay. It didn't work out. Now, during that time that it wasn't working out the second time, I was always there for this female. I was always there and in point. Her son told us her car. She has a new track, 2017, I think. And he towed the car. But I was there for her and I signed for her to get another vehicle. Well, that's the vehicle I damaged a year later, but that's another story. I'm no storyteller. So anyway, now there was a problem. She says that we're going back and forth too much, that she's not ready for that she never had a man like me. and so I left. Now let's skip. Now it been the eighth time going back and forth. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because somebody came up to me, another female, and said, "Wow, I just saw the video of so and so, and I saw it to the end." And this person is describing you, man. And I say, "Whoa, you saying that like you agree with the perpetrator?" Well, I saw the video to the end. Now, I only saw 5 minutes to the video. But when this person started telling me I saw the video to the end, and she says you used to go back and beg her, please, please take me back. Listen, folks, it was never like that. At the beginning, we both at the same time looked for each other. We started texting back and forth, making friends, and then boom, Louis, you want to move back? I'm changed. I know what I want, and it's you. You're my baby. I don't know why I feel so attached to you, Louis. Louis, I feel like I don't want no man but you. And this is between her. You listen, her, me, and him. Okay? I'm gonna repeat it again. It's between her, me, and him. Okay? So I said, "Are you sure? I mean, I'm tired of packing up my clothes and taking them back, and at the process, I'm losing things." Well, this female kept saying to me, "You're the number one. I don't know why we don't get along, baby. We have so much in common. We like everything the same. But why can we not stay living together?" I said, "It's because we both knuckleheads. We have issues." Well, she gets serious and she said, "Well, Louis, that's kind of abuse. Why you think that I have issues?" Well, not in that way. I have issues too. It's just trying to admit to your faults and your issues. All of us got issues, maybe a little, maybe a wider. But come on, folks. None of us are perfect. But the difference is that I admit to my faults every time I was in a relationship with this female. So skipping on, we went back and forth 12 times. Sorry for that. Back and forth 12 times. 12 times. I went back. I kept packing up and packing up and packing up. And 3 days later, I have to pack back up, folks, and leave because things are not working out. So now the last 2 times I went there because I was doing bad. And I asked her, "You don't mind if I stayed here, a couple of weeks, a couple of months, or however you want it?" "Oh, sure, babe." Louis, please stop. Louis, I love you, and I don't want to be with no other man but you, Louis. And I also tell my sons and my brother that you're the only one that I want to be with. Isn't that weird, Louis? And I used to believe it. I used to believe it 100%. Okay, so I used to say, "So why do you keep calling me back and taking me back if you're not ready, if I'm not the guy for you?" But this going back and forth, I'm so tired of packing up and moving and try to work things out. So it came down to her doing this video. Now I'm going to explain the narcissist in me and how it became for her to say these things about me and how the other perpetrator agrees with this perpetrator. Okay? So a narcissist is a person who thinks is better than you. But I never told this woman, I never put her down. I always said, for your age, you look great. For your age, you dress fine. And always give her good compliments. I never used verbal abuse and said, "I'm better than you." "Man, shut up. I know everything. You don't. Stay out of my face." Well, that's abuse. That's abuse. That's somebody who always wants to be right. But in this case, what happened with us and where we went wrong, I saw that she's very defensive. She's very defensive or complicated, whatever you want to call it. But every time it was a problem. She's the type that she don't want you to show her, "Hey, listen, no, just turn it around," and then you stick and it will fall right into place. "Hey, you offended me? You think you're better than me? Why you knocking me? No, 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 no. Is that I'm acknowledging that you don't know how to do it, so I'm just trying to help out with a good heart. It's not a competition. So, for an example, with the backsplash that it just happened, I'm gonna have more videos on that later. When I went asking for help this time, and I got in there, and now I'm in and I'm living there. Her backsplash, for an example, she put one, the whole stick note on the back, so it had bubbles and lines and everything. And I said, hey, it would be good if we could remove those bubbles because you did a good job. Oh, why you criticizing me? That's a narcissist. No, it's just me trying to help out, offering a help. It's just, no, if you think it looks good that way, sure, leave it like that. But anyway, we came to the conclusion to put a backsplash from the Dollar Tree, which for $1, it looked awesome. Guys, you should see that. And she haven't played that video because she knows you, she don't want you to see me like the guy I am. And see everything I did this time that I was there. Not all the other times. Remember, when her car got damaged, I was there to sign, which she reimbursed the favor a couple of months later. That's why I appreciate her so much. That's why I'm so shocked that she's saying all these things about me. I really thought that at the end, we was going to be like this. You know, I thought I was going to be her hero. I thought that when she talks about this guy, Louis, she's going to express herself the best way. But she did not do it that way. She also said that I used to go back and beg her, please, please. No, it never went down that way, folks. It never did. I always remained cool. Yes, I used to miss her at time and send texts. Hey, what's up? How you doing? She sent it back. And then we got, friendly and everything. And then we went and give it another shot. That's how it always happened. But for me to went and beg her, it's the opposite. That's why I was shocked when the other person came to me and said, well, she said you always was begging and going and begging and take me back. Folks, it was mutual. I was the one who was more tired. So I used to tell her the things that she called me that word because I used to say, don't you think you have some type of issues? Because what female invites me over and over and over and over, but then disregard of me a couple of days later. So you must be having some kind of issues. Must be going through something. It's not me calling you names or putting you down. Not at all. Not at all. It's not me. I will be comparing myself with a man or saying, well, I don't like that man because he's dressed better than me. He has a six-pack. He has green eyes. You know what I'm saying? He's younger than me. Well, I could see myself try to put him down and try to make me look better because I'm having a competition with a man. And everybody's serving him except me. I'd probably do that with a man. But with a female? Why am I going to do a competition with a female and say, you don't know how to dress. You don't know how to wear this. I know how to wear it better. Yeah, if I was wearing dresses, hello. So, taking you back about this narcissist thing, this word. Guys, you have to analyze that word. For an example, this morning, I was having a conversation with an individual, and the individual said, well, a person like that is a person that starts an arguing and makes you think that you were wrong. I said, okay, so how somebody starts an argument with no reason whatsoever? You just walking by and, hey, come over here. You remember 4 weeks ago when you offended me? What's up with that? No, it doesn't go like that. The argument is going to come from somewhere. Now, the turnaround that this other person said, a narcissist is a person that flips it around and makes you think that you're guilty. I say, no, it's a defense. It's a defense. If you woke up and you have this attitude, and I say, hey, won't you smile for the world, please? I'm tired of seeing that face. So it's just a saying. It's just a comment that I made. It's not picking or arguing or anything. And besides, it's true. You do have a face. Why you don't admit it? So I want to know why. But I don't go pressuring the person or threatening the person or grabbing the person or calling the person names. Then she said, also, a person like that is a person that thinks it's all about him. He knows it all. He knows everything. He controls everything. I said, well, I don't know nothing because I asked people to show me what I know. You see, I'm that bold. I don't compete with nobody. Well, I don't want to ask him because he does it good. Well, I want to do it my way. I don't want to do it like him. Well, I'm different. I say, well, that guy is painting that door better than me. I'm gonna ask him how he do those strokes and all that. I'm happy to learn, but I ain't gonna say he's a narcissist because he was trying to show me how to paint better. Because I'm a painter, but I'm not the greatest of all times. So therefore, when you go to school, people say, no, you're doing it wrong. Listen, this is how you do it. Well, that's a narcissist, isn't it? The teacher. Also, when you go to work, people say, no, Louis, no. Louis, you put it like this and like that. Wouldn't it look that better, Louis, for the boss when he sees it? Why are you making me feel bad and dumb like I'm retarded and I don't know nothing and you being a narcissist? No, it's protocol. It's okay. It's okay, lady. It's not control. Remember, for control and narcissism, you need to be abusive. You need to let it go down like it is. You don't know how to dress. You're a coward. I look better than you. Look at this arms. Look at this face. But she's a female. She's not even a man. She doesn't even look like you. She don't have muscles. Why you are competing with this female? It's what I don't understand. So it's about guy going back and forth and arguing. It's a relationship. It's an up and down all the time. We have issue. We have understanding and misunderstandings and understandings, and it goes back and forth. But if somebody tells you, Louis, I know how to do this way, and it's awesome. Check this out, Louis. But then you have done the same thing. But then you stop the person and say, whoa, listen, I think it's just a thought, it's just a suggestion. Jesus Christ, it's just a suggestion. It's not me trying to be better than you. Okay, if you take it the wrong way, that's up to you. I just wanted to help you. Now, for this female to be calling me such names, when I went in there, I did the backsplash, I did the living room, I painted the cabinets, which she helped. She told me she wanted the cabinets painted, that she wanted to do it so she could have fun as a female and doing her house and projects, and she's gonna put it on film and everything. So we did it, half and half. We did it, but she never filmed. You know why she haven't filmed the kitchen and the backsplash? Because she knows, and if you see that video, she's gonna say, wow, this guy is not a mean guy. This guy came in and took care of her. He was there for her. The car that I told was an accident. And I said, I will pay you the money. And today, folks, I'm doing this video because I am so down because of that. How this lady would hate me so much when I was there always. And she knows that. And she knows that. She should tell the truth. Now, maybe she's in love with another guy, because I think what this is coming from. She met somebody else, and when girls or females, they meet somebody else, boy, they will kick you up the butt and dump you somewhere in those dumpsters that I collect some garbage. Yeah, you will see me in one of those dumpsters. That's how quickly they do, just for another man. Okay, I'm still shocked the way it happened. That's why I'm saying that, not trying to judge her ahead of time. I don't know what she's doing, but how it became about when I offer my help to pay for the vehicle, I respected her house and way all of those times before that. I remember I used to wake up in the morning before anybody because I play Xbox in the morning. Well, that used to bother her also. Everything I did bothered her, the music, the karaoke. I bought a karaoke for $250. I thought we was gonna have fun with it. She made me return it because it was too loud. I said, okay, fine. I invite her out. She doesn't want to go. I invite her to see a movie. She says she doesn't waste time seeing movies. All right. Oh, God, Jesus. Okay, this is very boring. So what we do? Just sit down and watch Wendy Williams shows all day? There he goes, the word again. Why are you criticizing me? Why are you putting me down like that? But it's the truth. It's the truth. So now people want to convert to truth with calling you that name when I'm telling you the truth and you're not liking it. So you want a defense and you want to flip it around and turn it around. So I say that narcissist is the people who are trying to make me understand that I am. But it doesn't, folks, it doesn't match with me. Guys, I'm very humble. I give compliments to the female. You look great, you look awesome. It's just, they're probably calling me that because I am a construction worker. I do great painting. I do great art. I'm good with my hands. Like, what's that word? Very artistic. That's what I am, I guess. And they have told me that. So if they tell me paint the kitchen green and this wall blue, and I say that's what somebody just told me. And narcissist is somebody who I told you to paint this one. You say, well, that looks better in yellow. And then you get upset. You don't want to do it. No, I always did the job for anybody. I just give my opinion as a professional. Your furniture and your appliance are blue. Why you want to paint the green and yellow? I think blue will be best, you know? So what happened? How people contradict themselves, huh? Now that same person is going to call me back a week later and say, you know what, Louis? That yellow doesn't match. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry. It's just, I am very hurt. I am very hurt. And there's so many things you don't know about this relationship at all. Such as I was going to tell you before she tells you. The only thing I could think of, I drink beer. And why? She was the one who gave me the advice. I was drinking 80 proof liquor. And I'm going to have another video on that because I stopped drinking. I'm doing better. I feel better. And I'm going to have another video on my experience and what alcohol did to me. Okay? And she was right. She always gave me the right advice. You see the difference from a narcissist? You see, I don't get angry when somebody gives me a good advice. I take it. I receive it like the best. I receive it like love. You see? I appreciate you taking your time to think and to help me out with my problems. I really appreciate. So, the only thing I could think of, she told me not to drink her house and she don't like the breath, the smell of the beer. So, okay, I started just going outside and drinking it and then come back, but she smells it and stuff like that. But I'm very responsible. I provide. I serve. You see, I don't bother nobody. I kept it by the numbers and by the rules how I was told. Now, I think if I work, if I serve you with the golden arm, I think that if on Saturdays at 5 and I want to drink a beer, I don't think it's that bad or mean. Okay? But it's a house again. I should have followed those rules and protocols, which I didn't when it came about the beer. You see, I admit when I'm wrong. It's good to admit when you're wrong. And I always do that. But some people don't. They get defensive, very defensive. Like they put a wall, a guard up. Like he's not going to tell me the right stuff that I'm doing wrong. How he should know when I should know myself better. But you don't. But you don't. I get confused sometimes. Sometimes it takes somebody to come and say, hello, Louis, anybody there? Please, Louis, respond to us. But it's okay. I look up and say, whoa, I was in the third dream, or I was in Kansas, or where I was. Well, Louis, you was gone. You looked like a total idiot sitting there. Oh, I'm sorry. But I could turn around and tell people the same word and say, that's a narcissist. Why are you picking on me? I'm just sitting here sleeping. I just fell asleep, and you come and you woke me up in a violent way. And it's always a problem. It's just people should know. You don't like the truth, just say it. Listen, Luis, I'm not gonna admit about the truth. Okay, call me what you call me, but I'm not gonna admit it. So this is another way of putting it, guys. To put it in a better way for you guys. And this is what's going to convince you guys, okay? In a court, when you go to court, you have a jury, a judge, and a prosecutor. Well, the reason why you have those three is for them to acknowledge who's telling the truth and who's not. There's an evildoer, and that's the innocent person. The person who's right and the person who's wrong. So we have a jury because nobody believes nobody. Or she say he said, she say he said. So now it comes to the judge and the jury to see who's telling the truth. Now, that word, let me get down so it could fit. That word should be applied to them as well. So my point is, my point is, guys, that the truth is being told to somebody, and somebody is not gonna like that truth because they got you on camera. They know you was a perpetrator, and they're calling you a thief and everything. And you might say, hey, even if you were, you put that big defense. Hey, wait a minute, I didn't stole. And that's not me on the camera. Now they wouldn't use that word because they in court. See? But if they was at home with me and I tell them the same things, that means what? The word. You see? Why are you prosecuting me? Why you think that I stole because I'm on camera and they got me with the goods coming out of the building? Because that's what happened. But of course, nobody wants to admit their faults. Nobody wants to be told you are wrong. I know a lot of people, they want to deceive you in certain ways. That it's horrible. It's horrible. Just be you. Be cool. Love everybody. Give time. But the judging is no good. I want to tell you something very quickly. The last time I judged somebody for the wrong reason. It was this black man. This was in the ghetto in East New York, Brooklyn. And so I learned my lessons, and so you see the difference, guys. And this happened in 1999. Okay. And every time I come out of the house to the store, I see this black man sweeping in front of a Chinese restaurant, and he's sweeping. And every time I used to go by the Chinese restaurant, I see this black guy sweeping, and he was dirty and greasy and everything. And I said, "Oh, oh, look at this bum! Oh my God, he's oh my God." Well, it's good that the Chinese people let this black guy, which they always hire only Chinese, they don't hire nobody else. So he was always there, and I criticized him that he was homeless, he was a bum, probably he was on drugs, why he's so dirty and stuff like that. Well, folks, I learned my lesson that day. I really did. A few days later, I'm walking out of my house and I'm going to the store and I see people that I know. They are hanging out in front of the store. And I asked them, who is that guy that keeps sweeping in the Chinese restaurant in front? That's the owner. And he's the husband of the Chinese woman. And they have three kids. Three kids. I So you see, folks, when to accept the truth. I accepted that and I said, Louis, that's good for you. You should never judge nobody. You see that, Louis? He's the owner. But does he have to dress good, Louis, so you could know that he owns the place, Louis? No, nobody have to do that for you, Louis. Louis, it is what it is. Just don't judge. And it's been since 1999, guys. And I promised myself not to do that again because you never know who's who. You never know how many problems people got behind that smile that they always got. I always tell women that I like somebody who smiles. A female that always smiles in the morning. It's beautiful. It makes me want to bring her flowers. But somebody who's not knowing if they're coming or going, guy, it's hard to detect, guy, who is this person. So you have to work around their problems all the time, guys, and some people don't have all that time. But the thing about me that I prefer friendship and somebody honest and good, somebody who's a friend. Like I thought this person was my friend. I prefer that than having somebody that is good and bad, somebody who give you stuff, money, pays the rent for you, buys you cars, give you luxury. I prefer the best friend at home. Somebody who keeps me going, somebody who lifts me up because he's gonna make me return the favor. Think about it, guy. Oh, sorry, think about it, you guys. I'm sorry, I'm doing this video and I pretty much bumped out for the news. But I will get over it in time, guys. So keep living. Life is good when you make it good. And always as a reminder that hell is where we at. And remember that heaven is what you make it.